Most Americans believe $1 million is reserved for people who earn a lot. That belief is wrong. And the math that disproves it is simpler than anyone tells you. John earns $55,000 a year, about $3,800 a month after taxes. No trust fund, no business sale, no inheritance waiting, just an ordinary American paycheck. $500 a month. Consistently invested in a low-cost index fund. That is the entire mechanism. The rest is time. $500 is 13% of John's take-home pay. It is what the average American spends dining out every month. It is a redirect, not a sacrifice. Three variables determine whether $500 a month reaches $1 million: the amount you invest, the rate of return, and time. Time is the most powerful and the one most people waste. The math runs on a 7% annual return, the S&P 500's average real return after inflation over the past century. Conservative. Historically supported. Every number in this video uses it. $500 a month. 7% return. How many years does it take to reach $1 million? Most people guess wrong by a wide margin. 42 years. Starting at age 22, John reaches $1 million at age 64. But the number that matters isn't 42. It's what happens inside those years and why most people never stay invested long enough to see it. Year 1. John contributes $6,000. The market returns only $221. Less than 1 month's contribution. He feels like nothing is happening. That's normal, and this is where most people stop. During years 1 through 7, John's own contributions do almost all the work. The market helps a little, but it feels painfully slow. This is the phase where 60% of investors quit. They leave just before the real growth begins. The first decade looks ordinary. Year 5, $35,892. Year 7, $53,830. Year 10, $86,542. The growth feels linear, but underneath, the engine is warming up. Year 7 changes everything. John contributes $6,000 that year. The market adds $5,300. For the first time, his money is almost working as hard as he is. The engine has started. At year 10, John is 37 years old. His account has grown to $86,542. He contributed $60,000. The market added $26,542. And from here, the growth begins to accelerate, whether he notices it or not. Year 17 is the crossover point. For the first time, John's annual market gains become larger than his yearly contribution. From this moment forward, his money works harder than he does. That year, John contributes $6,000. The market earns $13,393. His investments now earn more than twice what he adds himself. No extra effort, no extra hours, just compound interest doing its job. By age 39, John is no longer the engine. His money is. He simply watches the machine continue running. In year 1, John does 97% of the work. By year 20, the market does 54%. By year 42, the market creates 82% of the portfolio. The $500 starts the engine. Time keeps it running. The journey is slow at first, then dramatic. $6,221 after year 1. $86,542 after year 10. $190,295 at the crossover. $566,764 by year 30. More than $1 million by year 42. John invested only $252,000 himself. The market created the remaining $748,000. Think about that. John contributed $252,000 over 4 decades. Compound interest contributed $748,000. He did only 20% of the work. Time and the market did the other 80%. That's not motivation. That's arithmetic. Starting age changes everything. Start at 22 and reach 1 million by age 64. Start at 35 and you don't reach it until age 81. Delaying 13 years doesn't just cost 13 years. It can cost your retirement. Here's an even bigger surprise. One investor contributes $500 a month for only 10 years, then stops completely. Another contributes $200 every month for 43 years. The first investor still ends up about $400,000 ahead. Starting early matters more than investing forever. The math isn't the difficult part. The difficult part is behavior. Staying invested during those first 7 years when it feels like nothing is happening. By year 3, John has only $20,037. His friends are leasing new cars, posting vacation photos, and spending freely. He's watching a slow-growing investment account. This is where most people give up. The year 3 crisis is normal. The math hasn't exploded yet, but it will. Only for the people who stay invested long enough to see it happen. The solution is automation. Move the $500 into your investment account before it ever reaches your spending account. You can't quit a habit you never have to think about. When the market drops 30%, John's $500 buys 30% more shares. Crashes aren't the enemy of long-term investors. They're discounts. Always claim your employer's 401k match first. Then, invest through a Roth IRA where the growth is tax-free. After that, use a brokerage account. The Roth IRA is one of the best homes for the $500 rule. The account you choose matters. The same $500 invested for 42 years could grow to about $780,000 in a taxable account or over $1 million inside a Roth IRA. Same investment, different account. Huge difference. Can't invest $500? Start with $300. 42 years at $300 a month still builds roughly $600,000. Invest $750 instead, and you're looking at about $1.5 million. The rule isn't $500. The rule is consistency. Every extra $100 invested each month adds roughly $200,000 to your future wealth. Every raise becomes a compounding decision. John didn't stay at $500 forever. His first raise pushed him to $650. His next raise moved him to $850. Every raise shortened the journey because he invested it before his lifestyle could absorb it. Redirecting raises instead of spending them cuts 7 years off the timeline. John reaches 1 million at age 57 instead of 64. The same raise that could have bought a nicer apartment instead bought 7 years of financial freedom. $1 million doesn't buy luxury. It buys freedom. Around $3,333 a month in passive income, under the 4% rule. It gives you the ability to choose your work, not depend on it. At age 64, John has just over $1 million. He personally contributed $252,000. The market contributed more than $770,000. He was never a high earner. He simply never stopped. Starting is simple. Open a Roth IRA. Buy a broad index fund like VTI or VOO. Set an automatic monthly transfer. Stop checking the account every day. Redirect every raise into investing. 1 hour of setup. Decades of compounding. Here's the paradox. The less you interact with your investments, the better they often perform. Constant checking creates the urge to act, and unnecessary action destroys compounding. Boredom is part of the strategy. That $500 was always leaving John's paycheck, every month for 42 years. The only question was where it would go. Temporary spending or a machine that would eventually create $1 million. Ordinary Americans don't fail to build wealth because they earn too little. They fail because they start too late and stop too early. John did neither. The math works no matter when you begin. It simply works better the earlier you start. Every extra $100 helps. Every raise helps. Every year matters. Started late? Invest more than $500 if you can. Take advantage of catch-up contributions after age 50. Or learn about Coast Fi, where a large enough balance can continue growing to $1 million even without new contributions. The $500 rule fails only one way. You quit. Selling during a market crash locks in losses. The market has always recovered. Stay invested. John wasn't exceptional. He didn't beat the market. He didn't pick winning stocks. He simply bought one low-cost index fund and left it alone. That is the $500 rule. That is the only secret. Subscribe to Wealth Construct. Share this with someone who believes $1 million is only for high earners. The math says otherwise. Tell me your age and how much you invest every month. I'll estimate when your financial machine could reach its destination. In the next video, I'll show you exactly where that $500 comes from inside an ordinary paycheck and how to make investing automatic without cutting the things that matter. Year 3. The account still feels small. The machine still feels slow. John checks it once, closes the app, and moves on. He already knows what time will do. New videos every day. The real math, always. I'm Professor Alex. This is Wealth Construct. Wealth Construct. The real math, always.